Hi, everybody. Welcome in. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general daily collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid, so the message could resonate today. The message may or may not be for you. So just take what does resonate and kind of chunk the rest. And remember that tarot, astrology, it's all about guidance. It's all about empowerment. And so the cards aren't here to tell you what to do. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm kind of just here to help give you a nudge in the right direction. And so take this reading as an opportunity to step into your power and to create the life you want. But let's talk about the messages that I was channeling connected to the astrology. And so today, as I was going into the astrology, we had Mercury at the 29th degree forming a trine to Pluto, and then it was going into Libra. We got the moon going into Leo today. And so reset, reset, reset. That was the big message. We are in a massive portal of going through a huge cosmic karmic reset. And so victory, success, moving forward with intention. And so there is a new passion for a new adventure coming through, but we kind of got to walk through the valley of the shadow of death of all of these eclipses. And so eclipses come to clear the path. And sometimes people, places, and things leave our life, and we're not ready for that. And so there is a very collective energy of heaviness that came through sitting in the energies. I was shown the star card with the devil. I was shown all of the fours. So you think of all of the fours, 444. Those were big sinks. And so the Four of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Four of Cups, along with the Emperor and the Hermit. And so this could be Divine Masculine, really taking this energy inward. There's an energy of withholding. There's an energy of the doorway opportunity is opening up for a higher level of abundance, a higher level of attainment when it comes to the abundance of the earth. And maybe it comes for certain individuals and others not to others, right? And then the death energy was very prominent. And so death. We do have Mercury conjunct Lilith. And so these energies are potent. A lot of Libra energies coming through. And so I do feel these energies are kind of dredging up all of the old unresolved pain and anger from the past. I know for me, I had my awakening during the double full moon portal way back in 2019. There was two full moons in Libra in that Aries season in the spring of 2019. And so for me, there's a massive clearing going on from that time period of my life. And I'm kind of dredging up the residual pain, the residual anger. And so be mindful of your actions, be mindful of your thoughts over the coming days. And so there's almost like this intellectual evaluation going on here when it comes to the proper harnessing of your personal energy too. And so really the only thing we can contain, the only thing we have control over is our own personal energy. And so right now this is necessary, and it's necessary for creation. That was a big message. Creation, successful completion of new earth. And so we're kind of at the point of the beginning right now. We're at the point of beginning. And so with all new beginnings do come some very painful endings. And so we're at where the plan must start. We have to start the plan, right? When we're at that new beginning. And so there's going to be an initiation. I feel we're kind of in a portal of initiation going on here. And the first initial part of the initiation is the thought, right? The initial thought is the planting of the seed, is the beginning of the process, right? Of this new earth manifestation that is coming forward. And so we do have to find our courage to proceed, right? And so work, finances, these are all coming up. Building, the master builder number 22 was very present and prominent in my meditation this morning. And practicality, we need to be practical with our goals, and we need to be practical with our ideas that are coming forward. And so I do feel this is a very productive period for the collective, for the twin flames when it comes to this new creative drive. Because we do have to have a certain level of controlled benevolence to direct the seeds that we're planting in order to create something. And so we need to remember we are here on a humanitarian mission. We are all humanitarians. We were all born for service for others, whatever that means for you. And so we are all here to do our part to make the world a better place in which all of us can live and enjoy it. And so a big message was the seeds for the new beginning. We have to plant the seeds for the new beginning. I know my seed was planted way back in 2019 and probably even longer than that. If I were to look back on the unconscious path before I was consciously aware of all of these spiritual shifts and energies. And so the seed needs to be planted for the new beginning. And so the foundations that we build right now is for the future growth of humanity, for our children, for our grandchildren. And so we are entering the next higher cycle right now in these energies. And so there is a deep sense and urge for freedom and wisdom that transcends all of our personal needs. And so I do feel that is due to Uranus retrograde in Taurus. And so the energies really are saying, how can you become a beacon for others? How can you shine that light, become a beacon for others, and remember that the higher that you evolve, the more difficulties you're going to encounter, because you're here to be the way shower. You're here to carve the path. And so it is always going to be more challenging and more difficult for the called, the people that are called, the ones that are chosen to be the way showers. And so we also do need to remember we are here to be tolerant. We're here to be merciful of others on our path, but we do still have to go through these collective shifts and these clearings. And so there's a lot of changes going on, changes. And so there's endings, there's new beginnings, there's maybe new opportunities to be of service, to bring forward a charitable mission of inspiration. But there are undeniably a lot of intense emotions that we are all working through when it comes to these feelings. And so to be human is to feel. And so there's a lot of intense emotions and feelings boiling to the surface from the subconscious mind. And so this might invade your thought process, your conscious mind, and it will feel very, very triggering over the coming days. And so remember, we're in this portal of restlessness. I know there's a lot of people having trouble sleeping in this portal. And this is bringing up all of these fears to the surface, and fears in the form of monsters, right? Of the monsters in our head. And so we need to remember that every action, every thought, every action that we take does affect our body. It does affect our physical reality, our external physical reality. And so caution, take caution, because we are in a massive portal of healing at the moment. And so I do feel right now we kind of got to learn to laugh in the face of these difficulties. We got to learn also to detach ourselves from things that really aren't serving us or our higher mission. And so in order to broaden the horizons and to have all of these new relationships take form, we do have to release things that are not working. And so how can you turn your mind to the spiritual? Turn your thoughts towards the spiritual. Turn your thoughts towards the humanitarian realms, because eclipse energy is loud. Eclipse, eclipse, eclipse. Change, release, eclipse. Change, release, transformation. And so change is simultaneous with the energies of birth and death. And so that death energy, there's enormous potential for ultimate attainment throughout these eclipse portals right now of equality, and there's equally great potential for complete destruction and breakdown of the falsities. And so it's kind of this big energy of it's all or nothing. It's all or nothing. And so what is it that you're going after? What is it that you want? So sometimes we got to take a risk, and when we take that risk, we might have it all. Or we might walk away with absolutely nothing, but you can't go towards the new holding on to the old. And so right now change is the basis of all of these earthly manifestations playing out. And so what I want to say very loudly is ride the wave of change, because there's going to be waves of very intense emotions as we release the past in order to allow the old to be replaced by the new. So let's jump in with some cards, guys. Let's see what else needs to come through with some cards today. And so we're going to use the Energy Oracle deck to start. We're going to go further with the Tarot of Dreams deck, but let's get into it. Keep in mind, guys, this reading is not sign specific. If you would like to book a more personal reading, check out the description box below. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment on the video, share the video, especially if you're resonating with the message. But look at that, the Garden and the Gate in reversed. With the Three of Swords or the Broken Heart. And so there is a Hermit energy coming through, and there is a broken foundation here. And so we can't keep band-aiding over these issues by going to the next person. And so collectively, we've kind of done that for a while now. Both masculines and feminines, we keep band-aiding over the issues. And so we can't walk through the doorway of creating our own personal heaven on earth without walking through the fire of the pain. And so some relationships come to serve as catalysts to rip us wide open. There is a mending here as well going on, I feel, with the heart, because it's not quite fully cracked wide open. But the 9 energy is saying, hey, there's a Hermit energy coming through. This could be an Emperor. It doesn't have to be. But I did channel that in meditation. And then the 30 card is connected to the 4 of Wands in reverse. And so somebody here is getting a wake-up call, and I think it kind of hurts. And so there's a lesson that needs to be learned here. This is about really taking the lesson inward, shining a light on negative vices. And maybe this is about recognizing, hey, sometimes things aren't meant to last. Pain does serve a purpose. Pain can be turned into your greatest creative endeavor. But let's get into it, guys. Let's get some more of these cards out. We're going to get 3 of these cards on the table, and we're going to see what needs to come through for the collective. I also want to mention, guys, I do have a membership side to the channel. If you'd like to become a channel member, go check it out. I go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I do pull into all 12 zodiac signs every Thursday, because I know I only post a full message for the zodiacs about once a month, once every 30 days. So if you'd like more in-depth messages connected to your own personal zodiac sign, go check out the membership side. All right, let's get at it. Let's see what needs to come through. Look at that, the World. I got to take it. I got to take it because I saw it, but we're going to cut the deck and we're going to see what else needs to go with this World energy. Envy in reverse. And so there's going to be some very intense emotions coming through. And so we can't really covet what somebody else has, right? Because we don't really know the challenges that they had to go through to get exactly where they are today. And so this really is about releasing feelings of jealousy, releasing feelings of envy. Oh my God, the Deceit card in reverse. What is going on here? And then we get the Healer of the Ages in reverse. And so we're closing out cycles of martyrdom. We're closing out cycles of deceitful people. I do feel the energy of the Judgment card in reversed, the Knight of Wands in reversed, and the King of Swords in reversed. And so there is somebody here that I feel is very cold, maybe very hurtful. We could have a masculine here that might be envious or jealous of, jealous of a feminine. Wow. Woman holding a coin, jealous of a feminine that maybe at one point in time was their 2 of Cups. It's a 42 card, which is the 2 of Cups energy. And so I feel an earth energy, a feminine here, earth energy, purple, that I do feel receives divine wisdom and has built something solid. She's holding the coin. She is the queen of value. The Queen of Coins is the queen of value. She can grow and build anything. She's the most mature, nurturing queen out of all of the deck. And so somebody here, I feel, is in a state of indecision. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? But I do feel there is going to be a challenge. Somebody here, I feel, is struggling with maybe bringing forward a message to this queen. I do feel a King of Swords in reverse here that likely is a healer, but they are in a very dark energy, needing to release some type of shadowy, overshadowing energy of a past cycle. And so somebody here, I feel, has resisted an awakening. maybe was in some type of Knight of Wands energy. They've been deceiving themselves. They're jealous of a queen is what it feels like. And there is a cycle coming to a close. There could be a feminine here that is achieving worldly attainment, worldly affluency here, doing her mission work. We're going to read out of the book for the World card because there is a cycle closing out when it comes to this very heavy masculine energy below the surface. Expansion, opening up. And so I do feel there is a man looking out and they see there's a beautiful woman here that is coming into a lot of abundance, maybe has expanded her vision. And so I do feel there's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of indecision about bringing forward a message because there is maybe an opportunity to create and expand something together, but somebody here is really struggling with a severe limiting view of things, limiting view of themselves. They are narrowly looking at, hey, is it even an option to approach? I think there could be blocked communication, a lack of communication here. Maybe they feel like they deserve to lose out on this queen. Somebody here is feeling boxed in by an old way of being, an old way of maybe coveting what somebody else has. Maybe somebody here, it's time for somebody to grow up a little bit. But I do feel there's a masculine being called to step outside of the box that he finds himself in. And there is a queen here that's shining a light like, hey, yeah, you could have it all, but you can't go back and forth in indecision. You're going to have to find your strength to open up the doorway to spirit. You're going to have to let somebody in. I do feel somebody is having a very emotionally hard time because they boxed themselves into a corner. I feel there's a masculine here kind of trapped in the corner of a situation and they can't see the unlimited horizons on the other side because fear, envy, guilt, short-sightedness. There's a lot of limited thinking and self-doubt here as a feminine, I feel, is about to take center stage in the world. And so there is a feminine here, I feel, that is also expanding her horizons. And so there's a lot of powerful energy connected to this queen holding a coin. And so I do think a decision is going to have to be made. So let's go a little bit further with the tarot. There is a cycle closing out. And so it is the energy of now or never, all or nothing for sure. So let's see what needs to come through with the Tarot of Dreams. Look at that. Somebody needs to get moving. The Hermit reversed and the Lover's card. And so there is a choice for love here. There is a choice for deep, spiritual, intellectual, sexual, physical attraction with somebody here. There is a deep connection, deep past life connection here. Maybe with a Gemini, maybe with a Virgo. It doesn't have to be. But somebody's got to kind of come out of the cave. Somebody, I feel, has to come out of the cave. That's what I feel. So it's going to require a choice. And so indecision is actually a form of self-sabotaging behavior. So let's get 9 of these cards out. Let's see what needs to come through for a message today. Yeah. Is it worth it? Can I go back? Can I fix this? Should I work on this? Let's see what we got. It's definitely feeling a little heavy on the heart chakra. So let's cut the deck and let's see what kind of message needs to come through for the collective today. Guys, look at that. The Hermit reversed, the Fool. So you want that new beginning. You're going to have to grab life by the balls. You're going to have to take a leap of faith, and it might require you opening up your heart. You can't go towards love if you're not ready for it, if you're not willing to receive it. There is an opportunity here for big love, but somebody's going to have to come out of hiding. Somebody here, I think, has been in hiding, and that's the truth. And then we get the Devil card and the central energy. And so it's time to get honest about something here that's very unhealthy. The Ace of Wands upright. We get the 9 of Swords. There's that sleepless nights, that worry, that fear, that anxiety. The Page of Swords in reversed and the Star. And so I think somebody is afraid to communicate. I really do. I think there's so much fear about bringing forward some type of message. There's almost like an 8 of Swords at play here, maybe because communication has been very small, or it's been blocked, or maybe in the past somebody behaved very childishly, and so there might be an opportunity to clear up some communication issues, but somebody is being haunted, and that's the truth. And so there might even need to be some type of confession or apology brought forward in order to heal a situation. But there is love and there is passion here. If somebody can get out of something that is very unhealthy and negative for them, because there's codependencies here. With the 9 of coins on the bottom of the deck, we get the 7 of coins in reverse. And so what I want to say is somebody's really wasted a lot of time here. You can't go back. There's like 2 things you can't get back in life. You can't get back time, and you can't get back words after they're spoken, right? You can always make more money. Always make more money, but you can't get back time, and you can't take back words that were spoken. You can't take them back. And so there is an energy coming through of a shift in perspective here. And so Pisces energy, the Hanged Man. And so we do have Neptune retrograde in the sign of Pisces, which is allowing people to come out of these confusing situations, coming out of illusion, coming out of confusion. And I do feel it's time to kind of shift a mindset here, is really what it feels like. A mindset about freedom, about independence. And so you don't have to give up your independence to be in relation to other people. You can both be independently owned and operated. Healthy reciprocal relationships usually are interdependent. And so I just feel there is a major rebalancing going on here. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, you could be dealing with a Taurus, Aries, you could be dealing with a Capricorn or an Aquarius, Pisces, Virgo, I feel Taurus. So let's look into this Devil card, because I do feel somebody here has to break the chains of something toxic, and maybe it's just clearing some negative attachments to the past. But let's clarify this Devil card. It's like somebody's all caged up and they're feeling like a sacred clown. They're feeling like a fool here. What I heard was Heyoka empath. And so we could have a feminine here that is a Heyoka empath. And sometimes the Heyokas, they like to use humor to heal situations. But we've got somebody here that has definitely been deep in a state of denial with the Palace of Swords about maybe a legacy, about a commitment, about walking through the doorway of creating something new. This is about walking through the doorway of new earth. What do we got? Yeah. And so somebody here has really been denying their inner truth. They've been denying their intuition, and they've been repressing this urge, this drive to go towards this new beginning in love, to go towards this woman holding a coin. And I do think there's like the past is coming back to haunt somebody. So let's clarify that 9 of Swords. We have that little jumper. So there is a need to balance out a situation where I feel there's been an injustice. I feel there's been some type of social injustice here, and there is a need to balance this out. And so somebody is losing it. They don't even know if they can bring something back to life. Can this even be healed? And so somebody, I think, was sleeping on this truth. They wanted to block this. They didn't want to feel this hurt. They didn't want to feel this pain. They projected it onto this feminine. And the eclipses are saying, hey, it's now or never. It's all or nothing. You're going to have to take a leap of faith if you want to heal this. There are no guarantees in life, but I do feel there could be an opportunity to heal a situation. Do you have to bring it back to life? Certainly not. Is it a possibility? I think it's up to this coin. This woman holding a coin. It's up to this coin. We could have a woman coming into a lot of abundance, but what does the woman holding the coin have to say about this situation? Well, she knows she holds the money. She knows that there's an opportunity here for unlimited abundance, and she's going after it. We've got a feminine here that is determined to create a beautiful life for herself. And I do think with the 8 of Swords coming out and the Knight of Swords in reverse, she too has also been trapped all up in her head about going back and forth. Do I want this person to return? I also feel we've got a queen here saying, hey, if you return, better be now or never, buddy. And you better come with the whole truth and nothing but the truth. And I know the truth is going to hurt. And I do think the truth is going to burst somebody's bubble about, how they perceive this person. The truth is going to hurt. I think there's going to be a very emotional confession and conversation coming here. That's what I think. I do think we've got somebody here very grounded, very stable, ready to receive some type of 2 of Cups union that has gone through a process of soul retrieval. And this Pluto retrograde is saying, hey, have faith. But I do think there's going to be an unexpected arrival, and it's going to set two people free. Now, are these two people going to be together after this healing takes place? I don't know. I don't know. I don't think we really have that answer, right? And so I do think there is going to be healing when it comes to a very painful betrayal, a past betrayal where somebody maybe felt stabbed in the back. I think this has been a challenge. Maybe this has been a challenge to heal from this the last 5 years. But it very well could lead to a reunion or a reconciliation here. And so there is a possibility here. So I think the feminine gets to decide. Are you willing to pour back into this? Because I do think somebody wants to come in and they want to offer life partnership, but they didn't want to work with you before. They didn't see your worth. They didn't see your value. Maybe they let fear take over. But I do feel there is going to be an unexpected arrival, and this could lead to a beautiful opportunity for a reunion. So what is the closing message here? What is the closing message? We get seeker. Somebody is coming in seeking a reconciliation. I wasn't even going to pick this deck. I was going to grab the messages from Spirit deck. And so we are in a void right now with these eclipse portals. We are in a major void. You got to be open to receiving this new life, okay? Because if you're not open to receiving this new life, then this message isn't going to be for you. And so this is about finding the deeper meaning and really taking care of yourself. So you got to trust that there's a divine plan at work here. You're really going to need to care and nurture for yourself leading into that new moon eclipse. You're going to have to watch out for things that are becoming an unhealthy habit. You're going to have to be willing and ready and open to receiving the message. You got to kind of release the blocks and get back in the flow here. But I do feel there is a reunion. And maybe this separation was to serve an awakening in order to open you up to some psychic abilities. And so, yeah, there is a soul connection here that awakened you, that ignited your passions and taught you to practice unconditional love for yourself. And this is all about your truth. So I do feel somebody is getting ready to come in and remove some blockages on their throat, because there is a feminine here that is coming into alignment and integration of her purpose. And so meditate, because I do think there's something working below the surface here. And there is a very important journey coming to completion. And this person is important when it comes to your mission work. So I think get ready to receive unexpected communication, guys. And that's what I got. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to go further with me with a personal reading, check out the description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.